Hey folks, Big Deano here again. This time taking a look at the new Episode 2 Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, before we do anything, I just want to apologise for my hands. They are a bit, well, let's say, not 100%. It's been a busy week in work, and I've been lifting a lot of heavy objects, and so I am essentially scratched and scuffed to all hell. So yeah. So let's get on to the review, shall we? And have a look at the box as per usual. It's back to the silver again. Seems like the only ones that get in the sort of coppery effect with the red is the new sequel trilogy figures. So yeah. We've got Star Wars embossed in the front, SH Figuarts, there's the blurb, as per always, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Japanese, which I assume means Attack of the Clones, and we've got Attack of the Clones there in English, logos, Bandai, made in China, a lot of things in the bottom that we can't read, Obi-Wan Kenobi there on the side. We'll get to the faces in a minute, but there's some more pictures in the back. He comes with two faces, one normal, one a bit more frowny. I don't know what it is. Tamashii seem to be enjoying these slightly grimace faces. I don't know if it doesn't take much for them to remould it from the normal face, but there you go. We've got some poses, again using the pose from Revenge of the Sith. Even though he's not from Revenge of the Sith, they've done the exact same thing with Obi-Wan. And some more crap on the sides. So, here he is. And you'll notice straight off the back, he's pretty much the Episode 1 body with a new sort of colour scheme and new head. And you'll also notice he's got a bit of a tan now. I don't know what the deal is there, but this Obi-Wan looks ill compared to this one, honestly. But yeah, I much prefer the colour scheme of Episode 2 as opposed to Episode 1, even though I prefer Episode 3 to the two of them. But what are you going to do? You take what you can get until that one comes out, which they're going to have to get to eventually, let's be honest. So yeah, in terms of accessories, he comes with two faces. You've got this one here, which, yeah, I don't know. I can see Ewan McGregor in there, but it's nowhere near as much of a likeness as this one was. I mean, this one was clearly Ewan McGregor. This one, I don't know. I mean, you can see even less in the frowning face, but it is there. It captures the likeness enough, but not as much as it usually does with Figuarts. I don't know. Something about it's just off to me. But yeah. The faces are well done, apart from the likeness. The beard actually looks like a beard, it doesn't look like it's painted on. The hair has that usual gold with a lot of dark browns and blacks in it, to give it the illusion of dirty blonde. Does a much better job than it did beforehand, to be honest. It's got a sheen to it, and it does actually look like the colour it's meant to be, compared to usual. But yeah, apart from that, same figure. The colour of the pants is obviously different, and they've given this like a darker shade, as well as some actual shading as well, because the original was basically just cream. This one, you can see some shading here and there, and it makes the figure stand out a bit better. It really does. You've got, obviously, his holstered lightsaber. And unlike the Episode 1 version, he doesn't come with Qui-Gons, which I would say would be quite obvious as to why. The two are pretty much identical. If anything, I'd say this one is slightly darker coloured than the Episode 1 version, but it is the same mould, even down to the weird bottom part popping off to accommodate the hands. Speaking of which, he comes with most of the same ones, only new being these two, which are actually quite good. They've got a sort of angle to them, and you don't have to pop anything off. It's got a much more natural look to it, as if he's mastered how to hold it and he doesn't have to grip it really tightly. But yeah, let's take one of these off. Much easier to swap the hands out as opposed to the original. But I would actually put that down to mould degradation a little bit more than anything else. Come on, don't make a fool of me here. I just said it was easy. Now is not the time. There we go. So yeah, he holds that much more naturally than the closed fists. But he does come with them. They are still here. You still get two. One for each hand. But that one now is more for like if he's holding it with both hands. He comes with the two fists, obviously. You have that one and obviously the one that's on him. He comes with two force pushy hands, or force using hands, just in general. And finally he comes with the up yours sign. Pretty much. Yeah, the pose that he done in Revenge of the Sith that one time, which apparently Tamashi thinks is a signature pose for him. Either that, they just can't come up with enough hands to actually send out with this figure, so they just keep reusing the same ones, hoping that no one's going to notice. So yeah, swapping out the faces is easy as per usual. Exact same peg as the original, however the neck peg on this one as opposed to the Episode 1 version is much harder to move. Oh, there we go. That's us. I don't know, I really don't like that face at all. So yeah, in terms of articulation, we have the head, which can look up. I don't really know. I mean, if I pull it back to where it really should be, that's about what you get, but it pops back down because of the neck problem I've got. I mean, it looks down, fair enough, but not up. And you've also got side to side on the neck. You can swivel it, obviously. The arms are the same as they were, but they seem to have fixed this a little bit. You don't see as much of the joint. I mean, if you take a look at that Obi-Wan's, I mean, the entire thing's just popped into the back. So yeah, it's got swivel there and swivel at the bicep, but it's completely, there we go, the entire thing just popped out. You do have swivel here as well, but it's strange in that it doesn't really do anything all that well. You also have the bicep, which can get about, I'd say 90, just past. You can use it to have another swivel, because of the way it's working. And you've got the usual ball joint at the hand. Not the bicep. The abs can crunch down about that. They don't crunch back all that much. That's about as much as you get. The legs, are they pull down, or have they actually switched that out now? I think it is pull down, but not as much as usual. So you can get about that of a kick, and it doesn't go back, well, any really. It's actually really tight. Knees, single joint, but they get the job done. And thank God I actually got one where the feet actually stay on. However, this one is so tightly pegged in, you can barely move the ball joint at all. This one's alright. You can actually get about that much out the way as well. Down about that, up about that, and toe articulation. All the usual stuff. Yeah, they just cannot seem to get Obi-Wan's feet right. At least for me. I don't know about anybody else's figure, to be honest, but who knows. I actually just noticed that's getting a bit loose, and I've only used it a couple of times. But yeah, guys, quick comparison before we go. Just to show you the main differences between the two Obi-Wans. Not that many of you probably care at this point. The only ones that will be keeping this version of Obi-Wan are completionists like myself, and those who like Episode 1. But yeah, exact same height, exact same proportions, exact same everything, just slightly different colours. So yeah, guys, until next time, I shall see you all later.